home and now joins us for more details. Maringa, he is set to be buried today at around 4 p.m. if I'm not wrong. How far are the preparations?
In fact, it is 4:30 according to the announcement by the family. We are still right here at the residence of the late senator, that is at 104 Riverside, that is here in Nairobi, where the final preparations are still ongoing. We are in fact at the home stretch because just moments ago we saw the ambulance which will be ferrying the body of the late senator just pull back in preparation for the transportation exercise. Now, earlier on we have seen a host of leaders come in from the Member of Parliament of Kamukunji, that is Yusuf. We also have had cabinet secretaries, as you have heard, who have conveyed their message of condolence. But the person who is representing the national government at the moment is Treasury CS Ukuriatani, who I was about to interview a few minutes ago, but he had to step in to go and handle with the last-minute preparations for the transportation of the body from here, and then they proceed to the Masjid Noor Mosque in South Sea for the prayers, and then later on the burial will happen at 4:30 p.m. We have been able to witness our mourners come in to pay their last respects. Earlier on, before just about 30 or 40 minutes ago, DPP, the son of the late senator, walked out to go prepare himself, rather take a shower and all, and then he walked back inside accompanied by his family to come and prepare for themselves for these to transport the body of the late senator and to for his last journey, the senator who lived 80 years and breathed his last this morning at the Aga Khan University Hospital in Parklands, Nairobi. Now, I keep turning back because we have been expecting, or rather we have been informed that they should be stepping out in a few to just basically, transport, of course, carrying the body of the late senator, just ensuring that it is rightfully placed in the ambulance. And they will also be doing that because it is in accordance with the Muslim rites. Earlier on, from the hospital, the body came here. Just to recap what has been happening, the body came here at the family home, where, rather, his residence, and then the rites, or rather the burial, the rites before the burial have been going on, conducted by, of course, Muslim leaders and in accordance with the Islamic tradition and the Islamic community and Islamic religion, to just ensure that as an elder he is given the send-off that he deserves. Because as you have heard, the Abshiro Halake has said that everyone has their own Baba, and so to them, this was their Baba, this was their father, and many have eulogized him as a man of a notable character, a respected man. As you can see right there, we are witnessing people coming outside, those who have been inside there since morning. There you have also Ambassador Ukur Yatani, who also stepping out, just leading the mourners who have been inside the residence, or rather inside the house of the late senator. Probably a clear indication that we are about to proceed for the afternoon prayers at Masjid Noor Mosque in South Sea. Now, this has been a place that has seen hundreds of mourners, friends, family, relatives, government officials as well, even including IG Hilary Mutyambai. We also had the DCI Director George Kinoti. We also have colleagues. We have been able to see colleagues of the DPP Mourning Haji who are here since morning. And we also understand actually that the President Uhuru Kenyatta will be expected to, rather will be attending the burial at 4:30, which is why we have been waiting. And of course you can see the preparations. The ambulance door is opening for these to go on, rather for the next exercise to proceed right here at the home of the senator, the late Yusuf Haji. But clearly those are the last-minute preparations and the pictures, as you can see from the right here, coming to you live from the home of the senator as they prepare to transport the body to Masjid Noor Mosque. My colleague, camera person Nyongesa, is trying his best to get the pictures for you, the live pictures for you right here. Also, you can see other leaders such as Aiden Duale, Garissa Township Member of Parliament. You also have the Treasury CS. And we are just waiting for that home stretch, that is for the body to be carried from inside the house. Of course, many leaders have eulogized him and have also celebrated him and have said that actually this is a great loss to the country, this is a great loss to the county of Garissa
if you can
and his
hear
family,
me.
of course.
If you can hear me, George, I know even as we wait to get those pictures, we have had sentiments from leaders. What exactly are the family and friends describing the late senator?
They are describing him as a father figure. Remember, he's not only a father, he's also a grandfather to many, and they have described him as a man who steered the family in the right direction. And his character, they say, not only what was seen in the public eye, he was also he was a person who was actually respected in his own family, and a man who was loved, by all his family members. And they have described him as a respectable man, as a man who asked, or rather who spoke his mind, who steered his family, who offered the much needed guidance when needed, who also ensured that his family was intact, and he ensured that his family was united from the word go. Even right here at his residence, he always opened his arms to all his family members right here at his home in Nairobi and also in Garissa. So they have praised him, and they have said that they have lost a father figure who was their patriarch, who time and again always ensured that they were united, who always spoke of unity, and whom they loved, and who loved each and every member of his family, both nuclear and extended, and they have all come here to pay their last respects to the senator whose final journey begins in a few moments, actually. But those are just some of the sentiments. We've not been able to speak to them personally, but of course in the way of an interview. But they have described him as a man who was respected and who loved them and who loved them all. We are receiving an announcement that the reason they have not yet brought out the bodies, that the crowd that is here, rather the people who are here, need to vacate. So that, because remember, of course, due to the traffic in the city, they want to ensure that whoever is joining in this procession needs to be in the same procession, in the same convoy. As you can see right there, the announcement by the tall gentleman. He's basically just telling the members who are here to vacate the place, and also to ensure that the senator is given a respectful send-off. But basically that is what is happening, and many have eulogized him as a man who spoke of unity, and as a man who did not fear to speak his mind, and who always called it as is, and who was always keen to point out the faults, and he was keen to also correct whoever he felt went in the wrong direction. But pretty much this is a man who has been respected, and
right, he is
remembered. Of course, you have Farah Malim.
George, he was the chairperson of the Building
Yes,
Bridges initiative. What exactly are the leaders and those present saying about how he led that task force?
Indeed, they say that he steered the task force in the right direction, and they say that the BBI, they say, in fact, there are those who say that the country should unite instead of even being or speaking in a discourse, to just in his memory, and to pay their respect as a country, to just ensure, or rather they spoke highly of him. As you can see there, the body of the senator, the late senator, is being transported or moved to the ambulance. for the final journey, which involves prayers at Masjid Noor Mosque, and later the burial will happen at the Langata Muslim Cemetery.
Maringa, we continue following that story. Of course, we will be getting back to George Maringa. That is the body of the late Senator Yusuf Haji. They are just being put in the ambulance. He is being transported to the Masjid Noor Mosque at South Sea, where there will be prayers before his burial. That will be at Langata Cemetery at around 4:30 p.m. Of course, various leaders have been seen there. We expect President Uhuru Kenyatta to also grace that burial ceremony. Now, our Garissa-based correspondent Hamza Yusuf sought the views of the people of Garissa following the death of Senator Haji. Here's what they had to say.